Hey guys, this is Van from AORUS, and today I have two new graphics cards in front of me. These are the GIGABYTE GeForce GTX 1650s. In today's video, let's take a first look at what makes these things so special. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started with the card on my left. This card is the GIGABYTE GeForce GTX 1660 OC. Let's take this out of the box and talk about some of the big design changes we've done for this generation. Alright, so this is what the card looks like, and right off the bat you can see that for this GTX 1650 card, we've continued the design language that you've seen on all the latest GIGABYTE and AORUS graphics cards. We have a flat black as well as a gunmetal gray finish. When it comes to cooling, we have two 80mm wind force fans up front. Wind force means that these fans are actually spinning in opposite directions to provide the best airflow. Also, if you take a close look at the fan texture, we have these small ribs on there to add extra airflow to cool down your GPU. One of the big changes for the 1650 series cards as well is the I/O ports. So this card right here, we have one display port as well as two HDMIs. So let's keep all of those specs in mind as we take out our second card of the day, which is going to be the GIGABYTE GeForce GTX 1650 Gaming OC. So you might be asking, what's the difference between the Gaming OC and the OC card? Well, right off the bat, you can see the Gaming OC is actually a much bigger card. Let me take this out of the anti-static bag to give you guys a better look. So here it is. So yeah, right off the bat, you can see a pretty big size difference. Again, the one on my left is the OC. This one over here is the Gaming OC. So for the Gaming OC, this is a higher end card, and with the higher end card, you're gonna see some new features that you won't find on the other one. First one being better cooling technology. So if you take a closer look at the fans, we have stepped up to a 100mm fan setup. So we have two 100mm fans up front. Again, it features the same counter rotation fans to provide the extra cooling. But if you take a look inside past the fans, you can see the addition of two large copper heat pipes that run through the whole length of the card. So these add extra cooling performance for your GTX 1650 graphics card. Also, something to note is that these two copper heat pipes are direct touch heat pipes, so they make contact directly with the GPU, and again, this helps to provide the best cooling performance for your GTX 1650 graphics card. So moving over to the side, this is another change that we have compared to the OC, this being RGB Fusion 2.0 equipped graphics card. So what that means is that this card syncs up with your motherboard, your keyboard, mouse, headset, any product from GIGABYTE or AORUS, this thing will sync up with that. Moving over to the back. Alright, so this card has a full backplate compared to the OC, which doesn't have one. So a full backplate means this card is going to be a little bit more rigid. It's also going to be a lot more durable, so it's going to protect from any accidental bumps or scratches that might happen when you're installing the graphics card. Also, when it comes to I/O, you're going to see the addition of one more HDMI port in the back. So this is going to give you extra flexibility when it comes to display outputs. So if you are considering to pick up this card in your system, one thing to note is that on the side of the card here, we have one 6-pin power connector, whereas on the OC model, there's actually no power connectors on here. So just keep that in mind when you're looking to pick up one of these cards for your system. All right, so who should pick up these graphics cards? Well, if you're coming from older generations of hardware, maybe GTX 9 series or GTX 7 series, the new GIGABYTE GeForce 1650s might be a good option for you because these are built off of NVIDIA's new Turing architecture. So what this means is that they deliver better performance, up to 2 times the performance as a GTX 950 and up to 70% better performance than the GTX 1050. So when it comes to gaming performance, these cards deliver great 1080p performance in all the most popular gaming titles, as well as all the latest gaming titles that are coming out later this year. So if you guys are interested in picking up this card, you can find it available on Newegg and Amazon. And for the latest updates on everything GIGABYTE and AORUS, you can go ahead and follow us on social media, YouTube, or Twitch. My name is Van from AORUS, and we'll see you guys on the next video.